Hey everyone, welcome back to Joy at Work. It's October 21, 2022. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Thank you for making out some time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing it with others as well. Truly appreciate it. So here's a question we're going to use to launch into our topic for today. Do you have a best friend at work? No, do you? Do you have a best friend at work? And you might say, like, why are you asking that question? Like, why ask that? Well, if you haven't noticed in the last few weeks, maybe last couple of months or so, Gallup has reissued or shared with us that their studies have shown that having a best friend at work became even more important during the pandemic. And Gallup's been making the point for years, at least over a decade, maybe close to 2 decades now, that having a best friend at work is a predictor of how engaged we are at work, and it's also a potential predictor of how well our company does. So Gallup believes that having a best friend at work matters. They're telling us that we say, at least those they surveyed, say that having a best friend of work is linked with their work experience. Wow, that's interesting. And it really raises some interesting thoughts, at least for me, because it's not just do you have a friend, it's a best friend. So it's starting with an assumption that you probably should have friends, so nothing special there. But do you have a best friend? Do you have, or friends? Do you have people you can confide in, trust? You can give a call when things are difficult, that you know have got your back. Do you have those kinds of people where you work? Fascinating. And when we think about it, it makes some sense, right? We spend a lot of time at work. We're in relationships with people all the time. And so you wonder if some of those relationships should evolve past maybe transactional, let's get things done, to actual relationships that maybe even outlive the work experience. And I don't know if you're like me, but I have friends that I've made at work that we've gone our different ways and we've remained friends till today. So definitely this idea of having friends at work is important. In fact, in my book, Becoming a Leader in Product Development, I try to stress the point that leaders, and this applies to anybody actually, not just leaders, but the book was for leaders, need to ensure that their environment is a bit of a greenhouse. It has the right conditions for their success. And one of the things I talked about is having people at work that you trust, you can confide in, that believe in you and will support you when things are difficult, and then even when they're not difficult. So having friends at work. And Gallup takes it even further and challenges us and says, like, having a best friend at work can really be a difference maker between our level of engagement at work and not. It's not the only variable, but they're saying it's an important variable. So, do you have a best friend at work? And could this be the thing you need to invest in to begin to experience joy at work? If you don't have a best friend, why? Is it that you just don't believe making friends at work makes sense? You're entitled to hold that belief, but just wanted to share with you that it could be a difference maker. It does contribute to what you experience at work. So, hey, in our pursuit of joy at work, let's consider maybe we need to work on our relationships. Do you have a best friend? What's getting in the way of having best friends? And maybe developing deep relationships is what you need, or one of the things you need to begin to experience joy at work wherever you are. All right, thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to share this with somebody who will benefit from it. I'll see you next time. Bye.